All right, in this review, we are doing a beer I've been looking forward to talking about for a little while now. This is not the first time I've had this beer. Look how beautiful this can is. Come on. I don't know if you can see it, but the silver eyes and teeth are just the can unpainted, so they just have this awesome effect. I mean, this has one of the most beautiful cans I've ever seen for a beer ever. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm kind of big on the idea of a beer when it has a concept and it nails that concept. And that concept typically begins with the packaging and what you see on the shelf. And when I saw this on the shelf, oh man, I mean, I wanted to get it even back when I was afraid of stouts. You know, I'm just so glad I got the chance to pick this one up during the time when I had started trying stouts much more, which is obviously the phase I'm in right now. So this is the Odd Side Brewing Bombon de la Muerte bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with chocolate and Dead Sea salt added. This one was canned on September 1st. It's now about a week into November, so a couple, you know, almost 10 weeks now. Look how pretty that can is. I want to focus on the can, not me. Look at that thing. Bombon de la Muerte, meaning chocolate of death, as it says on the back. Now, I don't know if that's actually accurate, but that's what it says, meaning chocolate of death. This Day of the Dead themed beer is a big-bodied, higher ABV Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with loads of chocolate and Dead Sea salt. And no shit, it's, you know, higher ABV. It's at 14% alcohol. Good Lord. Like I said, this is going to be not the first time I've had this this stout. This is one of those ones where you're just so glad it doesn't come in like a big can, like it's just like a 12-ounce can, because this will last me the rest of the night. And I'll just be sipping it. So I pulled it out of the fridge a couple minutes ago. It's fridge temp. I have mentioned in other videos, I know it might not be the conventional accepted wisdom, but I do like to start pretty much all of my beers at as cold as I can get them, and then let them warm up. Here's, you know, the thing. If it's refreshing, a refreshing beer is going to be good when it's cold, right? Pretty much good when it's cold. And if it's a sipper that's going to take longer and you're really kind of savoring it, then it's going to warm up as it sits in your glass. So, you know, I've got my yay old, what are these things called? The Glencairn glasses. I'm, you know, part Scottish, so I also like to drink some scotch. That's not exactly the point of this channel right now, but these things are so good for something like an Imperial Stout because you can decide how much you want to pour. You get to such a good smell of the beer. You get a beautiful view of the head, beautiful view of the color, and just the body. And so I mean, the one thing about these glasses, and they are actually called Glencairn glasses, Glen, G-L-E-N, Cairn, C-A-I-R-N, I think. You can get them on Amazon or whatever. The one thing is, though, be prepared for them to break when you look at them too hard, because these things will find any possible way, and I swear they just attract disaster. Like, I'll set things on my kitchen counter that should stand up normally by themselves, like, and then I'll put this glass next to them somewhere, like, even remotely close to them on the same counter, and that thing I had stood up that should just stay stable will find a way to just be like, no, I feel like falling over. It'll just seek out these glasses and just smash them. I swear to God, nature is trying to eliminate these glasses from existence. But luckily, you can get them on Amazon, and they're perfect for whiskey. That's what they're designed for. Ideal for whiskey. But I mean, anything that's good for whiskey is designed to let you see it, smell it, study it, and savor it. That's exactly what you're doing with any good craft beer, I would hope. Otherwise, why are you paying for it? Why are you wasting it? Give it to me. I'll drink it, and I'll put it in one of these and savor it a little. So, anyway, I actually have some donuts on the way. This is a little bit strange, but I had a sweet tooth craving, and I got some donuts, and I was like, what beer will pair well with these donuts? And I thought, you know, I looked through all the stouts I have, and I just kept coming back to this one. It's a known quantity. It's thick, decadent, intense. It'll be great whether it's cold or warm. I can sip it, see how it goes with the donuts. Now, those donuts aren't here yet, so I guess I should get this guy open, and then we can give it a taste the way it is now, and come back maybe when I get the donuts, maybe when it's warmed up a little bit, we can what do you call it? Take a second glance and a final word on it. Okay, sorry. Sounds beautiful still. Bombon de la Muerte. Man, what a name. What a can. I mean, the experience, everything about this, it looks luxurious, luxe, just high-end. I don't know how to explain it. And that impression continues as you pour it. I mean, look at just how absolutely decadent and disgustingly delicious that looks. Approaching the perfect ratio in my mind of foam head to liquid. It'd be nice if it was even a little more billowy, but even more than the amount is the color. I just think that's one of the most beautiful foam colors I've ever seen. You're like, wow, this guy's a real nerd. Why does he care? Well, if you're watching this, you probably care about that sort of thing too. But man, is that pretty or what? Smells like chocolate booze. Oh my God. It's just, this smells like a liquor that's a mixed drink into itself. Oh my God. And you can smell the barrels, the bourbon barrels it was aged in. I mean, this is my kind of stout. Just filthy alcohol level, barrel aged, bourbon barrel aged, chocolate, thick, rich. Yeah, good God, it still smells so good. So this is, I can tell you ahead of time, this is one of my top, I guess this is, probably it is my second favorite top tier stout, with the first one, for me, that was the number one, is the Tupps Brewery Full Grown Scallywag. So far, that's my all-time favorite, most impressive, incredible stout I've had. But I think this one might be second, because I find myself kind of craving this one. Real chocolatey, just thick, boozy, alcoholic chocolate. Let's give it a taste. It's more similar almost to the experience of eating a dark chocolate bar than it is to drinking a stout or drinking a beer. The experience of this is like I'm tasting raisins and bananas, and not like, it's like chocolate enfolding raisins and bananas, booze, like a rum dark chocolate bar with maybe some nuts, like walnuts or something. I mean, it's almost unrelated to the experience of drinking a beer. The IPA I drank yesterday or whatever, that I just like poured this much, a full glass of it, and just in 4 deep gulps, the whole thing is gone. And I just am ready to pour another one. This one is completely different. The idea would be like shoving a whole chocolate bar halfway down your throat in a few chomps. Be equally horrifying. %14 alcohol, and you barely notice it. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like I've had beers that are at 9% that just much more alcohol in their smell and in the taste. This one I feel like you can just taste the texture of a melting chocolate bar, like a nice single origin chocolate bar. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So I'll tell you this. I'm not disappointed. This is really just such a good chocolate stout. It's a whole night into itself if you want to make it. And so I'll get those donuts. I think they're probably here by now, and give this a little time to warm up and maybe come back and finish this off. Okay, well, we're going to go for it. I still have my Bombon de la Muerte stout from Oddside Brewing, and I now have some gourmet donuts from an Austin food truck, I guess. It's called Little Lucy's Mini Donuts. Now, I've never had them before, but they look pretty good, and they're pretty highly rated. They also had a buy one, get one free, and they've got all sorts of tons of different kind. Apparently, they do mini donuts, and so they had a buy one, get one free on a double bag of their cinnamon and sugar mini donuts, so I got that. And I also got one that looked kind of up my alley. It's the Brambleberry Vanilla and Walnut Mini Donuts. And I've also got some chocolate sauce and some raspberry sauce to dip them in on the side. So I'm just saying, this beer was specifically, I selected it to see how it'd be with those donuts. And This might be the stupidest idea ever or the most genius idea ever. By the way, I have some chocolate sauce on my... I think this was a good idea already. Okay, so you can see my smorgasbord of donuts, and I don't think I can eat all these for like 3 days. I'm going to save some for breakfast. Let's try this this Labrador donut. It's a brambleberry, vanilla, and walnut mini donut. Let's just try it by itself. See how it goes with this stout. Real sweet donut-y. Vanilla. Okay. It's pretty good. The bitter comes in. The bitter chocolate comes to contrast it with a little bit of alcohol at the end. Let's try that same donut with a little bit of chocolate sauce. God, my light. How did I end up in this situation? What's going on right now? That's the kind of chocolate sauce that's so rich, you almost think for a second it's like raspberry jam, preserves or something. There's no raspberry in that at all, but for that first moment you're like, is there like berries in there? And nope, there's no berries. It's just like super crazy chocolatey. This is great. Okay, this is a great combo. This is like the most luxurious, decadent, like bachelor dessert ever. I'm having 14% ABV chocolate sea salt stout, along with my donuts, like, what is it again? I can't even remember. Brambleberry, vanilla, and walnut mini donuts. Look, don't judge me, okay? I'm living my best life, okay? I don't need to hear it. Anyway, highly recommend. I was curious, can you do these with dessert? I mean, can you pair a beer with dessert? I know people say you can, but it didn't seem possible to me. So let's keep trying this experiment. Finish off this same vanilla brambleberry walnut mini donut. This time we're gonna try that raspberry dipping sauce. See how it goes with the stout afterwards. Okay, raspberry sauce. And that really does taste like raspberry. Not bad. This following the raspberry, so good. It's just like, I mean, it's a cliche, right? Dark chocolate and red raspberry, but it's, come on, some things are classics for a reason. I'm almost done. I wanted to try the other kind of donut. It just contrasts here. This is all my experiment, right? Just to develop my palate, see about food pairings and stuff like that. So I'll just finish this off. I have the other kind of donut. It's kind of a cinnamon sugar donut. Just trying it by itself with the stout. It's like super cinnamon sugar. I wonder how it's gonna go with the chocolate stout. It works. It's good. That's good. That's not my single favorite pairing so far, but it's good. It's definitely good. More than acceptable, and definitely into good territory. What I'm trying to say is you could serve something like this to your friends. If you had people who liked nice beers, high ABV stouts, and who also liked kind of like, had a sweet tooth or something, this pairing is actually pretty bomb. I think people would like it. I'm loving this right now. I feel so lucky to get to do this. This is awesome. All right, we're trying the cinnamon donut with the chocolate sauce. Well, that's pretty good. Tastes like a churro, like the theme park churros or something. I mean, that's one of the best combos yet. That's just an easy choice. That's just an easy choice, right? Cinnamon sugar donut with decadent chocolate dipping, like icing, with this chocolate stout to follow it up. I mean, it's like cinnamon, chocolate, chocolate, cinnamon, cinnamon, chocolate, alcohol. Boom. Who could complain about that on a late evening night? So last thing to do, and then I'm going to get my final words out of here. I'm going to try this last little piece, poor lonely leftover donut, with the raspberry sauce, and then fill it with the stout, and then I'll get this finished up. Even that one works. They all worked. Every single combination of the 2 donuts, the 2 dipping sauces, and the donuts by themselves. So that makes a total of 6 different combinations paired with 1 stout. Right? That's a lot to ask. That's kind of a lot to ask of any one drink, to pair with 6 different tastes. This did just great. And that last one I had, you gotta imagine, that's the most complicated one. I mean, who could match to that perfectly? It's a cinnamon sugar donut with raspberry jam, like raspberry preserve tasting sauce on it, followed by a chocolate and sea salt boozy, excuse me, speaking of boozy stout, excuse me, and that worked. It worked. So I am so impressed. This is my 3rd can out of my 4-pack. I'm gonna try and save the 4th one to share with my friend if he's interested in splitting it. But if it's not up his alley, I will happily take care of it myself. So definitely, I am a big fan of the Odd Side company. I think you're going to get some hits and some misses with a brand like that that's trying to do stuff out of the ordinary, real big and unique and distinctive. And this one's a hit. It's big, it's distinctive, it's memorable. It really helped me appreciate stouts, and I have continued to like each can as I've had it. So go get yourself a can of the Odd Side Bombon de la Muerte Imperial Stout. Make sure you set aside an evening for it, because at 14% ABV, God, that's disgusting. Wait, did I just really say that? Is that actually what it is? I put the can away. 14%? Good God. And yeah, go get yourself a can. Support your local craft shop if you can do so. If you like this kind of content, leave me a subscribe, comment, really, if you've had other beers by Odd Side, if you've had other 14% plus Imperial Stouts that you would recommend. I'm not looking for crappy, like just here's 14%, here's an 18% ABV stout. Well, it's got to taste good, okay? So I like the barrel aged, I like the chocolate. That's some of the stuff that makes this 14% work, in my opinion. And yeah, so leave me a comment, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, hear more of. It's so fun to do these, but I just want to know that they're fun for you too. You're getting something out of them. Without revealing too much, one of my other jobs is I am a teacher. So I am used to being able to check in with people and see how they're doing, but with it's just recorded videos, I'm like, dang, leave me some notes in the comments so I know what I can work on for class next time, okay? Till next time, I hope you enjoy your beverages of choice. Stay safe, stay sane. Thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next review. Adios.